We went for a 2-year-old checkup, and I noticed that he wasn't verbal. He had his own language. He had what they call jargon. And he understood what he said, but nobody else understood it. I asked the doctor about it at the 2-year-old checkup, and they're like, oh, he's a boy. Don't worry about it. Fill out this form and send it back, and we'll look at it. And I said, okay. So a couple of months later, after I'd turned in the form, nobody called or anything, and I thought, well, okay. We go in for an ear infection, and Corbett's just doing his own little thing, with the stethoscope, because he loved the doctor. And he's talking to the stethoscope in his own little way, and the doctor, in a dead stop, turns around and says, that's a sign of autism, right? No, we didn't know. I mean, you hear about it, but it's not what, the other things that you normally hear, the term and what it goes with it, is not what I saw. So we left with an appointment for an evaluation 4 months later. And I, knew then I wasn't going through the holidays not knowing what was wrong or, what we needed to do. So I ended up calling the CDSA, because I thought, well, somebody's got to have something faster. So they came to our house and they did an evaluation. We went there, we were tested, and the whole 9 yards, and went for our meeting that afternoon, and that's what they said. And I remember my husband said, have you ever been wrong? And the doctor said, no. He said, has anybody ever come back to you with a different story? And she said, no. When Corbett started getting therapy at an early age, we, looked for the milestones. We looked for quick results, and that's not always the case. But, the first little things that happen, first words, we don't have the meltdowns because we're just pointing versus saying what you want. They're huge. It brings tears to your eyes because it's something you've waited for, that you see other kids that are doing that, and you've got playmates that do that, and then you've got yours that screams. So when we did get verbal acknowledgement for things, it was a humongous relief, to say the least. Corbett, he has such a vast variety of things that he likes to do. Goes from one end to the other. He's into sports, of course. He loves ECU. He goes to basketball, football, baseball, pretty much all the games. He loves them. He's there cheering them on. And he also loves the weather. He is very big into the weather and science end of it as to what makes things happen, and very technical as far as detail-oriented and about every aspect of the weather. I think it's very important to have a autism developmental center here in Eastern North Carolina. The financial responsibilities here for parents are huge with kids with autism for therapies, and I think that the knowledge that the parents will gain, as well as the therapy and the advancement that the children will gain from the therapy, will be huge. I think that everybody can learn and grow from a developmental center here.